In this video, we're going to look at how the Americas and Afro-Eurasia were either linked or connected or isolated from each other. So you see in North America, we have the empires here in green and pink. And then in Afro-Eurasia, which is a combination of Africa, Europe, and Asia, you can see that there are many different empires that are somewhat linked. If we first focus in on Afro-Eurasia, the Silk Road was a series of trading routes that linked Asia all the way through Europe. Some of the routes in blue were in water, and some were on land. Those would be the routes in red. And you can see that they went through areas of desert, and they also went through areas of, trees and forests and mountains. Now, if we were in the classroom, I would ask you to link your hands together, and I would make you say the word interconnected. So I hope you will do that at home. That's interconnected. And the Silk Road interconnected all of these different empires together. In other words, as you link your hands together, everything is connected. By studying primary sources, it gives us an idea of what it was like traveling along the Silk Road. For example, did people travel by themselves or did they travel in groups? Did they travel by horse? Did they travel by dragon? Also, were there cities along the way? How did they dress? All of these things could be answered by looking at this one example of traveling along the Silk Road. Here is a modern image of what it may have looked like, and you see here the type of desert that people would be traveling across. Again, are they traveling by themselves? Are they traveling in groups? Are they traveling on horses or dragons or camels? How are these people traveling along the Silk Road? What might be some of the problems along the way? These are all questions that we can ask while looking at primary sources. So here I want you to ask the question or answer the question, what was the name of the route that linked the empires or interconnected the empires of Afro-Eurasia together? Now I want you to think about the opposite of being connected. I want you to think of isolation. Why is it that the people in Afro-Eurasia just couldn't trade with the people of the Americas, of North America and South America? What is it that is isolating them? What is in the way of them reaching the green empire and the pink empire down below? Now, hopefully you're able to figure out that it was water. That's right. Those are two huge oceans that are dividing the two major land masses, the Americas and Afro-Eurasia, from each other. And that would be months on a boat. So yes, that is what isolated them. And so you see at the time of the year 300 that parts of the world were actually very interconnected, like along the Silk Road, and others were very isolated from each other, like the Mayan Empire and the Inca Empire over in the Americas. One thing I want to point out is that it's more than just goods that travel along trade routes. Yes, you're going to have things like silk or weapons or pottery or food items being traded, but you're also going to have ideas traded, because as people meet along the way, they talk to each other and they say, oh, have you tried this? Have you tried that? Recipes can travel, religions can travel, and ideas can travel. So it's more than just physical items that travel along trade routes. So now I want you to think about modern times. Think about the year 2020. How are goods and ideas moved about in our modern world? For example, we probably don't get our bread delivered to Stater Brothers via camel. There are different ways to move things. How do we learn ideas? Is it through exactly traveling on a road? You let me know.